So recently I just came across somebody who just bought a house in Hawaii. And on such a crazy market where there's so much buyers, it's so competitive, when you're competing against 10, 20, even sometimes 30 plus offers, I'm always curious to see what different buyers did in this market in order to buy the house. So when I asked this person, what did you do? She strictly looked me in the eye and she said, cover letter, John, cover letter.
Cover letter.
So today I'm going to be talking about what the cover letter is, how it can be an advantage to you in this kind of market, and even what are some of the do's and don'ts when it comes to writing that letter. So simply what a cover letter is that it is a letter. Realtors a lot of times will ask our clients to write a simple introduction letter that we'll go ahead and send over to the seller along with the other documents so the seller can get to know a little bit more about the buyer and who they are and why they're putting an offer in on their house. The reason why this is important is that although a house is an investment, it is an asset, there also is an emotional attachment to it. Anytime a seller's been in the house for multiple generations, it's been in the family, they've been living there for a lot of years, there is some kind of attachment emotionally to it. So a lot of times sellers, they want to find the perfect fit that will take care of the house and love the house the way that they did. Now, I'm not going to say that this cover letter is your golden ticket, it's going to work every single time. But when it comes to the case where offers are pretty similar in price, pretty similar in terms, and we're splitting hairs when the sellers and the realtors are trying to pick which contract they want to work with, sometimes a cover letter can give you the leg up, can give you the advantage to kind of set you apart from the rest of the competition. So simply in a cover letter, you're going to introduce yourself and you're going to be talking about a little bit about why you're trying to get that house, why you put that offer in, and what are some of the things about the house that you love so much. Now, one thing you got to be careful in is that a lot of realtors, they won't talk about this, but there is something called the Fair Housing Act. Now, the Fair Housing Act is a law that prohibits discrimination based on things like race, gender, familial status, religion, ethnicity, nationality, all of those things. So in your writing your letter, you can get in trouble, or at least your realtor can get in trouble if you start saying things like, hey, I'm John, I'm 32, I'm Filipino, I have a family of 2, I work in so-and-so, I believe in this is my religion. So those are things that you can't include in your cover letter. Your cover letter doesn't need to be long. It doesn't need to be longer than a couple paragraphs. Do not make it longer than 1 page. But it's just a simple introduction about why you're getting into the home buying process, what you're looking for, and how this home or this property fits your criteria, how you can picture yourself and your family living in it. Case in point, let me tell you guys a little story. So recently I represented a seller in the sale of their townhome. This particular property had a really big yard and a nice space, outdoor space for them to hang out. This family spent most of their time outside on their lanai, under the shaded trees. They spent most of the time, most of the nights in that specific area, hanging out and enjoying the outdoors. Now, when it came time to sell, we put it on the market last year, and because of this crazy market, we ended up with over 15 offers on the house. All of the offers were submitted were great in terms of terms, in terms of price, and were written really well by really good realtors. After reviewing all the offers, we narrowed it down to about 3 or 4 based on their price and their terms. And then my sellers, of course, they started to look at these letters and started to get a good feel about the families moving in. One particular buyer wrote in his cover letter specifically that the reason why they liked the property and the reason why they wanted to buy it for themselves is they saw the outdoor space and they can envision themselves hanging out there every single night, cruising with their family, cruising with their friends, barbecuing underneath the trees, and enjoying the outdoors. And when my sellers read this, they automatically had the connection. They knew that this is the family that they knew would take care of the house, even though that offer wasn't even the highest in terms of price. But because they showed that emotional connection to the home, they showed the sellers that they had some kind of commonality, is that a word? Common interests and common lights, in particular to the home, my sellers decided to go with those buyers and they couldn't be any more happier. So this is my suggestion time. You ready? So take some notes. When you go to look at the house, make sure you're paying attention to different things that you can connect with on an emotional level with the seller. Paint a picture for your seller, explain to them how you envision yourself living in the home, talk about the neighborhood, why you like the neighborhood, why you want to move there. Those are all great things that you can include in your cover letter that will hopefully spark some kind of emotion out of your seller when it comes time to pick which offer they want to choose. If you're looking at homes and you're putting offers in, just know that you're going to be competing against 5, 10, 15, 20, even 30 other offers. So every little detail counts. Every little thing that you can do to separate yourself from everybody else might make the difference in terms of who gets the keys. So when it comes to that, make sure you talk to your realtor, make sure you draft up your cover letters, and make sure that you write something appealing and something emotional so that the seller can feel that connection and pick you. Thanks you guys so much for watching again. I appreciate it. Like anything else, any other video, make sure you like, share, comment, subscribe. And more importantly, look out for more videos and more tips and tricks to help you become a homeowner here in Hawaii. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. Reach out to me through any of my platforms, John Quindar, or comment on my video below. Like anything else, I'm here to help you accomplish your dreams, accomplish your goals, and get those keys away. Hope you guys enjoy. Shoots till next time.